So I'm going to create the variables center x, center y, and delta y. I can also have delta x if I want to change the speed in which the firework is moving by x. But for now I will have no speed for x at all. I will just want the firework to go up and then down. So those three variables are enough for me. And I'm going to use here center x, here center y, and as I told you, center y is a variable that is going to be increased or by delta y. Delta y is not always going to be the same number. It's going to start from something smaller than 0, so when I add it to center y is going to decrease. But as the time passes, delta y is going to increase. So for example, I can add to it some small number smaller than 1, such as this. And I hope that I'm ready to see my firework working. This doesn't look very nice. I wonder what are the values of the x and the y of each square. So I can console log those two numbers, and if there's something wrong with them, this is going to be a bug to be fixed. So let's see what's wrong with those values, or is there something wrong with those values? Oh, they are not a number. Interesting. But why exactly? The x and distance were working so far. Did I broke something with them? Well, I can continue to make those formulas smaller. I can continue to reduce the size of the area with the problem. With new and new console logs, I can log x, I can log distance, I can log y. But actually I know what's new about these formulas, and it is probably the source of my problem. I think that my problem is that there is something wrong with center x and center y. So I'm going to log those values actually. And let's see what's going on now. Whoa, I made the problem much worse. Missing closing bracket after argument list. Is there really missing bracket? No, there is one not needed opening bracket. If I delete it, I can now see that center x and center y are undefined, not a number, etc. So apparently there is something wrong with center x and center y. But I don't know why there is something wrong with center y. There is a really nice way in which I change it. I add delta y, which has nice initial value, and is nicely changed. The only problem is with the initial values of center x and center y. I've never set how those variables should start, so I'm going to change center x to be, for example, 400, and center Y to be, for example, 300. And what I'm going to see now is slowly going down, as you can see, but apparently the speed in which the firework is moving is not enough. I can change initial delta Y to be such a number that the firework is going up faster, and I think this is better now. It's really slowly changing its speed, so I'm going to increase this number too. And by the way, no, I'm not going to do it now. There is something different that I forgot to fix. Center Y to be 300 was the old value. I don't want this. I want the firework to start from the bottom of the playing field and to go up. So actually what I want you to do now is please fix all of the numbers. I hope that you understand which is the goal and the idea of all my variables. So I want you to change a lot of them. I want you to change the initial value of center Y. I want you to change delta Y initial value. I want you to change the speed in which delta Y is changing, and mainly something that we didn't use so far, or we are using it but not changing it. I want you to change the speed in which the distance between the squares is increasing. Experiment with those numbers. There is no wrong or right way to do this current task. I want you to just change those numbers after you've made all of my changes. So do it in such a way that you are happy with the result. I want you to be able to improve or change in any way you like your firework. Come on.